Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Feminine Podcast, and I'm really glad to be here today. I will be talking about a really tough topic. I don't really want to talk about it, but I feel like I need to. It is the fact that women are called queen or boss babe or lady boss and all this stuff. I have nothing against women working, against women having businesses, against women being successful. But the thing of a strong queen, a strong independent woman, and all this stuff just is just too much. I've made a video on what's wrong with modern feminism. I talked a little bit about it, but now I will be talking about the queen stuff, the struggle life, even like almost appreciation. People are just trying to make us proud of struggling and burning out, which is a shame, which is a whole shame. Like it's a big shame to me. I don't want to be too emotional, and I just feel like black women have this on their shoulders a bit more than the other community. I don't really know. I'm a black woman myself, so this is what I'm saying. Maybe other communities have it too, and I can't relate because I'm not them. But the thing about, yeah, you're a queen. I talk about it in my previous podcast, as I said. I talk about single mothers and all this stuff. People are here um, almost adoring single mothers. Oh, yeah, mama, you're a queen. Go, girl. No, she's not a queen. She's a woman. She's weak. She's vulnerable. I'm not saying that women aren't strong, but sometimes it can be really, really tiring. They are literally burned out. Some of them are doing just fine, but most of them are really like burned out. They are tired. They don't even know where to go. They don't even know what to do. They are working several jobs that just for their children to have food on the table. Sometimes I remember myself when I was younger. My parents made so much effort, but I wasn't grateful. I was like, look at the other ones. They're wearing their Adidas stuff. They're wearing brands. I'm here with my thrift store shoes and stuff. I was like getting my older siblings clothes to go to school, and I was like, no, I don't like this life. I don't like this life. And people are like, oh yeah, you go, mama. You're working. You're independent. You're doing this. You're doing that. Let's end this struggle life. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for this trend of being a strong, independent woman, not having a family and living with your cat. I'm not saying that it's wrong not to want children. I'm not saying that it's wrong not to want a husband, just to want to live by yourself with the cat or whatever. Do whatever you want, but don't fall for the stuff that are telling you that you have to be strong, that you have to do this, that you have to do that, that you have to struggle, that you have to wake up at 4 a.m. I don't want to be called a queen. Whenever I tell people, yeah, I'm a student, I'm working on the weekends, I'm working by night, instead of telling me, oh my God, you will get burned out. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. Oh my God. You're gonna be okay. Don't cry. No, they're like, oh my God, you're freaking independent. Why are you admiring people struggling? Why is it even a thing to be a boy's babe struggling, being in a hospital? You're on your hospital bed, you're sick, and you're here just walking again and again. And people adore you for that. They're like, oh my God, she's so hardworking. She's doing her work while being sick. She got pregnant and she got pregnant. Oh my God, she gave birth, and the day after she was at the office. No, why are you just trying to to be unhealthy just to show people that you can do it? I just don't see the point. Maybe it's just for yourself. You want to prove yourself something, but you need a lot of inner work, I guess. I don't want to be called a queen. I think you shouldn't want to be called a queen, because the adoration of women struggling is something really bad to me. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be working, you shouldn't be hardworking, but everything gets to be easy. I made a podcast. If it was one of the first podcasts I've made. This is the one that was watched the most on my channel. What if life gets to be easy? Okay, you can be a single mom. Maybe the father just left. That's okay. But does it mean that you have to struggle? Does it mean that you have to be this independent woman? I don't need a man. I don't need help from anyone. And everyone will adore me because I'm struggling? You are putting so much stuff on people's heads. And I want to talk about that, especially in dating. I want to talk about Black women because this is what concern me. They are calling Black women queens because they are struggling. They are staying in not even Black women only. I'm talking about that, but I've seen that in Pakistani Indian culture too. And they are here. Oh, you love your family so much. You got cheated on, but you stay because you love your family, you love your children, and you're such a queen. You're not a queen. You're not a queen. You're a clown. I'm sorry for saying this. You're not a queen. You're a clown. I know it can be easy to get through divorce. I know it can be hard, sorry, to go through divorce. I know it can be hard to live a toxic relationship when you've been together for years, when you have mortgages together, when you have children together, but you got cheated on several times. You say that to other people and you think it's being strong just to do that? No, sorry, but it's weakness. Not to live where you are because you're in your comfort zone. I'm sorry for saying this, but to me, this is my opinion. Maybe I might be wrong. But just be here, putting so much stuff on women's head, mothers' head, telling them, "Oh my God, you're such a queen. You wear heels while picking your children from school. You do this and you do that. Oh my God, you're such a..." No, you're not a queen. You're a clown. You're literally a clown. You're struggling. You're struggling. Like, it's already hard to go through pregnancy, to purge a whole human through from your body, out of your body. And people are telling you that you're a queen because you have to struggle, you clean, you go to school, you're working several jobs, your husband isn't even helping you. They are trying to put us down. They are telling you not to want a good husband, not to want a successful man. Just get what you can find. The guy who is interested in you, you should just pick this one, and that's okay. It will make you a queen just to be nice to a not good looking man, or just to be nice to a man who isn't successful. You know the stuff of building an empire together. You're gonna be the queen. He's gonna be the king of this empire that you built together. No way. No way, it doesn't even exist. To be building stuff together and then you become the queen of the kingdom? No, I'm sorry, man. I am a princess. You are a king. You already have your kingdom, and then I join. There is no such a thing as us not having anything. You know, we are basically peasant, and we will be working together to be king and queen? No way. And I've seen that. I already had the topic in my notes, but I didn't really know what I wanted to say because it's a really deep topic. This is something that makes me so emotional. You have no idea how much I have these examples of the female breadwinners in my family. But I saw something on Instagram that made me record this video right now. I've seen this yesterday from a man that I'm following on Instagram, on his Instagram story. It was like, don't get for the woman that is here for what you have, go for the women that will help you build something. I don't even remember what it was, but it was something like this. Like, she will help you build something. What the hell? Okay, I read it again. It was like, if you ask a billionaire how he did it, he will tell you, stop looking at other girls, focus on one woman and she will help you achieve it. It could be true because, you know, women have this feminine energy, they are feminine beings, they are divine. I don't know how to explain, but we give from our overflow. Everything is easy. We don't have the struggle life. We don't have the plan. We just get it from the heart. But he added a comment, and I was seeing the comments under this post, and it was like, yeah, she will help you build this and this and that. And, you know, many millionaires that I follow on Instagram, that I follow on YouTube, that are talking about how to find a partner, they're like, no, you shouldn't go for the woman that is doing this. You shouldn't go for the woman that is doing that. When I was a student, I was living in a tiny apartment. She joined me there. We had 2 kids in my student apartment, in a studio, 2 kids, because I was saving up. Another one What was he telling? He said that he bought a boutique. They were sleeping in the boutique by night. They didn't have a house. They couldn't host people. They didn't have food. They were eating 1 meal a day. They were being so frugal. And she was here, struggling with you, sacrificing, not being able to buy any makeup to look good for you. They wouldn't even have guests. Because first they didn't have a house, but they didn't want to spend for hosting anyone. They were wearing the same clothes. They were struggling together. I had never seen such BS. That's saying that you have to sacrifice yourself. And then when he will have his kingdom that you help him build on his name, maybe he's going to be nice. I'm not telling you that every life is the same. Maybe he's going to stay with you. Maybe you will spend the rest of your life together. He will give you an allowance. But from this time, like for this 5 or 10 years that you had to struggle with him, you were a clown. People were calling you a queen. Oh my God, she's a queen. She's working 2 full-time jobs to help her man building the boutiques. Maybe you can call it family business or family, whatever. You're just a clown. You're helping building a man. You're not Bob the Builder, I could make a whole video on this one, like building a man up. You're not a queen. You're not a queen for struggling. You're not a queen for having children and not being able to give them gifts just because you decided to marry a guy who didn't have anything. It's not about ambition. It's about what you've already done, what you've already achieved. And don't get me wrong. I'm not here like telling people that they have to have it all before getting married. You will grow together, of course. But if he has nothing, only have ambition, even if he's taking actions, then come back when you have everything. Don't ask me to have children by your side when you don't have any money in the bank, and you're telling me to be saving for 5 years and struggling by like as hell. And I don't even want to be like bad at men, to be bashing men, because he's not even asking you. And even if he's asking you, he knows why. And if you're accepting, that's your freaking problem. And I'm just telling this to women who think that it is okay to be struggling with a man, to be building an empire, to build him up. Maybe there is a high chance that you will make him remind of his struggle life. You have struggle life written on your forehead. Most men will do this and then spend the money on another one. You were just the starter wife. You don't want to be called a queen just because you struggle. There is no way you'd be struggling and want to be called a queen. I don't even understand the league. There is no relation between both. Being called a queen and having the struggle life. Let's end the struggle life right now. Understand now. This is tough love. This video is all about tough love. Just get it now that you don't have to build him up. You don't have to be saving for several years. You don't have to be called a queen just because you are burning yourself up. Burning yourself up will not help you. It's not because you gave birth to your child and the day after you were at the office that you will get the promotion that you were asking for several years. Burning yourself out. Doing stuff you don't want to do just to get money, or just to get the appreciation of other people, adoration of other people who aren't even doing fine in their lives, just to be called a queen. You're freaking wrong. I'm telling you this, you're wrong. If you want to be called a queen, if someone calls me a queen, I'm already annoyed. If someone tells me, oh my God, you're a queen, I will just stop doing what I was already doing, because I don't want to be called a queen. Usually when we call someone a queen, it's just a struggle life person. She has a struggle life. She's struggling as hell. She's doing so many stuff. And you want to say, oh my God, mom, I love them. This kind of appreciation. Mom is also a cleaner. Mom is a cooker. Mom is a teacher. Mom is a mom. Mom is a dad. No, mom is mom. Mom is only your mom. She gave birth to you. She loves you. You have to be grateful. Okay, but don't call her a queen just because she had to struggle, work several jobs, and make everything, like tearing herself in every direction just to help you having a bare minimum life. having the bare minimum in your life, not for you to struggle too much. I don't want to say that these women aren't good, but what I would suggest you is just giving from your overflow. If you don't give your from your overflow, it comes from somewhere. And if it's somewhere, it probably comes from your own soul. Your soul is overdrawn, I like to say. Her soul is overdrawn. Don't call her a queen. Help her. Tell her, oh my God, mom, you should have shown me that you have value and you deserve a man to be providing for you. You have to show me that you were able to go from down there and build yourself up instead of burning you up out. You showed me that your presence was attracting money, wealth, prosperity, abundance, security for us. When you have a mother, breadwinner mother, you know what struggle it is. And I did myself. I still have a breadwinner mother. Luckily, she's starting to understand what is happening in her marriage, but it's probably too late. And I thought she was a queen. I was like, oh my God, she stayed because this and that happened, but she stayed for us, for her children. No, she should have quit way before. Because now, I just thought that I have to do the same thing as her. I was going with the wrong guys. I was like, no, it doesn't matter if he has money or not. It doesn't matter if he has this or not. He has ambition and I know he will do it. You know what happened? I was like, I have a specific ex in mind. We were together like in 2018, 2019. We are in 2023. And his life is just failure on failure. And I was like, he's really ambitious. If I help him, if I stop doing what I want to do to help him, I will help him and we will build an empire together. I will be the queen, he will be the king. No, I was just a freaking clown. I stopped whatever I was doing, everything I was doing. I don't even remember having a personal life at this time. I stopped everything I was doing just to help him, to build his life. And now his life is only failures on failures. I was like, he's ambitious. Maybe now he's not doing fine, but it will be okay. No, don't have any hope. There is no such a thing as hope. There are only facts. There are only actions. I want to see the numbers. I want to know how much you have on your bank account. His life is only failure on failures. He's back to his mom's house. He has to close his company because he wasn't doing fine. He's in debt like you could never believe. I was like, he's ambitious, he's gonna do fine. Maybe, yeah, in 10 years. But do you think, like, if I stayed with him, it will be 4 years of me just not having a personal life, trying to help him when he's not even ready? And I've made a podcast on this. It was, you're not receive if you're not ready. He wasn't ready. He was getting all the information he needed. He was meeting all the right people. I don't know if it was sabotaging himself or whatever, but he was just not ready. He had everything he needed. The material, the tools, the help, the family, the girlfriend, the best friend, the environment. He had a house, like he didn't have a house, but he was like living, like he had a roof on his head. He had everything he needed. Except the mindset. And I thought I was a queen for helping him. And people were telling me, oh my God, you're a queen. You're helping him so much. You're working on his business. You're doing marketing. I was a community manager. I was an editor. I discovered talent that I didn't even know I had. Just to be called a queen, just to build our empire. I thought it was our empire. If I put this much effort into myself, I wouldn't be here now. I would be way further. But again, I wasn't able to receive. The content on spirituality, law of attraction, feminine being, dating up, hypergamy was already out at this time. There were people posting on that at this time, but I was so lost. I was so close to it that I wasn't able to receive, And I thought that I would be called a queen, and I had a struggle life. I thought that I was happy because I had my boyfriend at my side. I was doing my gap year. I was so happy. I thought that I was happy, but I didn't have any money in the bank. I ended up even cheating on him. I'm sorry for saying this. I'm a bit ashamed. If ever someone find my identity, I don't want anyone to know about that. But I have to say the truth. I even ended up cheating on him to go with a guy who had a bit more money because I was overdrawn. And I thought I was a queen. I was like, I'm a queen. We are working on our project. It wasn't our project. It was his. I was helping him so much. And it reminds me of a girl. She's a YouTuber from my home country. I will talk about myself one day. Maybe you'll know where I'm from. But she made a whole video. I think it was 1 hour and 30 minutes long. And I knew her since the beginning of her channel because we were the same origin and almost the same age. We were born like in the same on the same month. So I really clicked with her content. She was talking about random stuff here and there, you know. So I was like, okay, right. And then she was single for 2 years, and then she found a boyfriend. She didn't show her boyfriend after 1 year. I don't really trust into the boyfriend stuff, but I talk about that in another video. I don't really want to talk too much about dating, and I will make a video on that too. I don't take advice from people who hadn't made it. You hadn't made it yet, so why are you giving advice? I know plenty of stuff, but since I can't embrace it, since it didn't happen in my life, I don't talk about it. So I don't really talk about dating. I know plenty of stuff about dating. I know how to get a provider man. I know how to get married. I know everything strategy, rotational dating, but I will not be talking about this. Anyway, so she had a boyfriend of 1 year. He started appearing on her channel. I saw them in real life several times. And because, as I told you, because we are from the same origin, we were like in the same community kind of. So I was like, yeah, this guy seems a bit weird, but I didn't really say anything. You know, sometimes you just get energies, but you could be wrong. She was talking about him because she started vlogging at some point, and she was talking about him. Oh, I picked him up. I did this, I did that, because he doesn't have a car. He's doing his course. Like, the guy didn't have any job. He was just a music, like, rapper or something. I was like, what? He's a rapper? Like, he doesn't have any job, like, proper job to be providing? You know? Not even providing for her, providing for himself. He didn't have a car. He didn't have his driving license. He was just, doing this stuff. And because she was a YouTuber, she was into marketing and all this stuff. She liked editing. She liked doing social media. So she was doing his social media. She even edited his how do we say that? She even edited his video clip for his music videos. And I was like, what? All of this happened. And she was like, oh my God, he cheated on me. This and that happened. Oh my God, I'm so sad. I'm glad she realized it. I'm glad they broke up. But she could have avoided. And I decided to avoid this kind of stuff. Now I choose my partners wisely. I don't give anything if I don't get anything. I date like it's business. Because this is my life. You don't play with business, so you don't play with dating either. She could have avoided this if she knew that getting a guy and being the starter wife or starter girlfriend isn't a thing. And she was called a queen. People were like, oh my God, you're so nice. You're so caring. You're helping him. You're not these other women who are superficial, who are waiting for a man to have a driver license. You're independent. You're doing your stuff. She had a master's degree. I don't even know if he got his high school degree. She was running companies. She had her car. She had her driving license. They were supposed to be living together, and he cheated on her. And she was called a queen because she was helping him. But she was a clown, a whole clown. I have so many experience of this. I have so many stories of this, story times of this. But I want to talk too much. This topic makes me so emotional. It makes me so angry to be seeing women just giving themselves for free. And they want to be called queen because they aren't superficial. Call me a gold digger if you want. Call me materialistic. Call me whatever you want to call me. But this is ridiculous. You're not a queen. People are telling you you're a queen because they want you to struggle. Because it's easier for you to be feminine, masculine, and then they don't have to do anything. They are conserving energy. Maybe they will put their energies on the woman they really like. But for now on, for the moment, they don't really care. Okay? I hope you got it. I started shouting in this video. I hope you understand that being called a queen is not always a compliment. Sometimes it's just you have a struggle life and people are adoring you for having this struggle life. It's even toxic to me. If you had anything to add, put it in the comment, please. Like this video, share it. Understand what I'm saying. I'm not like shouting in your ears, doing tough love for you not to understand. Fully receive it, fully embrace it, change your way of thinking, and understand that you are not a queen when you have a struggle life. You could do way better just by changing your subconscious and doing your inner work. So thank you so much for listening to this video, for listening to this podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video around you. And see you in the next one. Thank you so much.